Hi, Simon Murphy here, founder at mymortgagedeal.co.uk, and I'm here to help you buy, refinance or release equity from your UK property wherever you live worldwide. And I want to answer an interesting question that was asked this week. It was a client with 3 properties already, and he asked, why is it so difficult to get another mortgage as an expat landlord, and what is the solution? So we're going to look at that in this episode. So thanks for tuning in this episode. As mentioned, I'm going to answer a question I was asked this week by a client, an expat in Hong Kong. He already had 3 properties, and he asked, why is it so difficult to get a 4th buy-to-let expat mortgage, and what is the solution? Well, you know, it's a really common problem that expats face. As an aspiring landlord, you might be wanting to expand your property holdings, and you might face this issue in time, especially when you get to that 4th property or 4th mortgage. Why is that? Well, most expat lenders, they have a risk appetite, and how they class portfolio landlords are that they are those that have 4 buy-to-let mortgages or more. So if you come into that category of 4 or more expat buy-to-let mortgages, then for most lenders, they're going to class you as a portfolio landlord. Now, many lenders, they have a risk appetite, which means they want to aim at the lower end of the market, the sort of amateur landlord. And there are fewer lenders in the portfolio or professional landlord space. And what's even more difficult is when you factor in being an expat and living in a worldwide location. Now, pleasingly, we have some very exclusive arrangements with specialist expat lenders that can provide lending facilities to portfolio landlords. Not only that, but some of these lenders they permit landlords to have an unlimited number of mortgages in the background, subject to some maximum limits on the amount or volume they will lend to these landlords. We have a case study that I think you'll find interesting. So an expat living in Portugal, now he had a portfolio of 8 properties with various lenders. Now, he wanted to renegotiate 5 of these into a new deal, but he also wanted to purchase a further 2 properties to bring his portfolio to 10. Now, the interesting thing is, on the 2 he wanted extra, he wanted to place those 2 into a limited company structure. Now, it's not something I'm going to get into too much today, but limited company structures for portfolio landlords is something that we'll touch on in future episodes. But with this particular client, the pleasing thing was we were able to use the one lender to renegotiate the 5 already held properties, and then we could use the same lender for his extra 2 properties that he was going to hold in a limited company structure. And rates, they weren't that different to normal non-portfolio landlord lending facilities. So that gives you a little flavour of what we can achieve for portfolio landlords living in worldwide locations. Thanks for tuning in again on this episode. Please like, subscribe for future updates, and it's always useful for the community if you pop your questions or comments below, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.